Hi everybody, it's Adele and welcome to my channel Sew for Serenity, where I talk to you about my sewing journey. I talk to you about my love for patterns, fabric and just general sewing and life chit chat. So if that's something that sounds of interest to you, please keep on watching. Welcome back to all my regular viewers. Thank you for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm so close to 2,000 subscribers now. I'm on 1,860 at last count, which is just absolutely amazing. So thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. And if you're new here, I hope you enjoy my vlogs and you consider subscribing because it would mean a lot to me. So today's video is my Friday Sews update video where I talk to you about what I've been sewing this week and what my plans are for the week ahead. So without further ado, let's get started. So firstly, I am not wearing a Me Made today. I'm wearing a shop bought top, which is very much my style, but it's a boxy little leopard print shirt. First of all, what have I been doing this week? Well, as you all know, I am getting ready for Selfless Sew April 22, which is the wonderful challenge that myself and Crystal at my social thread have started, and we have also brought on board Claire at Stitch Hem Sew to help support us as well. So Selfless Sew April 22, without going into all the details, is basically a challenge where you make something for somebody else. And oh my god, there's been so many wonderful entries already that I've seen in the whip hashtag. There's been glasses cases, dog coats with hoods, beautiful tops and dresses and children's clothes, just wonderful things, and I really can't wait to see all the entries that are posted on the 30th. So if you haven't made your Selfless Sew make yet, you still have time. You don't need to post it until the 30th of April, and then once you decide to, it's just the hashtag Selfless Sew April 22. And if you want to post it before then, so we can see your progress, you can post it to the Selfless Sew April 22 whip and tag myself and Crystal and Claire in, and yeah, we'll be able to see it and comment. So I have finished a make for that. I have been making Alice, my little daughter who's only 2, some shorts and a t-shirt. So I went with the Waves and Wild Explorer Raglan t-shirt, which I've made before, the long sleeve version, and I went for the Lightning leggings, which I believe is a free pattern at the moment, and I did the shorts version. Just grab them. So the Raglan t-shirt, I made the size 2, and in the shorts I made a size 2 also. I did want to get cropped capri length leggings if you watched my last week's video, but unfortunately I didn't quite have enough fabric. I had 0.5, had half a metre of this beautiful rainbow fabric that I purchased from Crafty Sew and Sew the other week when I visited their store, and really I probably needed 0.7 to get the leggings, but actually the shorts worked out perfectly because it's been beautiful weather. So the t-shirt is here, as you can see. It's a lovely little t-shirt in this, it's like a cream fabric with this lovely rainbows on it, and I actually used on this the Maraflex, I'll just show you, the Maraflex thread in the cream, which has got this slight, I'll just see if I can get it to focus. It's got a slight, I'm not sure that's coming up very well, a slight stretch in it. I'm not sure that's coming up, but anyway, that's this Maraflex thread is a new flexible thread that's got a little bit of elastic in it. So what the point of that is you can actually do straight top stitching on your stretch fabric. So you can see there, I can stretch that out and it doesn't so I can stretch that out and it doesn't actually snap like it would do if you were just using normal thread. And I did that on the bottom as well, on the hem, and it was absolutely brilliant. So look, you can pull that, really quite stretch it. And I don't normally top stitch my neckline down because I can never be bothered, and I don't like I never can be bothered to get my twin needle out, and I don't like the zigzag stitch around it. But now with that thread I can just do it brilliantly, and I did it on the sleeves as well, so that was absolutely fabulous. Really like that, and I've since purchased a few different colours for some other projects that I've got. And then I also put this little rosy cheeks, love yourself revolution tag, and I put it on the outside because I just thought this is too beautiful to have the tags inside. So that was the top, and then these are the shorts. Really cute little cycling shorts. There's a few different fits that they do in the Lightning leggings. They do like a slouchy fit, a normal fit, and then a tighter fit. So I did the tighter fit, and I put in this little rosy cheeks tag as well. It's got a little rainbow and it says play the day away, and they fit lovely. What I would say is the t-shirt, I made the size 2 and Alice is only 2. I'm not a big 2. This is too tight on her really. She's probably not got that much wearing it. I will make the 3 next time because I think that's probably better sized for her. It's probably more 24 months and up, which is what I need to do really for her now. She's got a little bit of a podgy belly, so yeah, that's what I'll do when I make her next set. So I really love this pattern. It come up so it's sewed together so quickly, cut out lovely, really quick sew, and I'm going to make some more in some more remnants of jersey that I've got for her for the summer. I've got a picture of her wearing them, which I'll insert here, and she looks very cute, although you can see it's a little bit tight over her tummy. So that was my next I'll say entry, but obviously I'm not entering the competition, but I think we're calling them promotional makes. My next promotional make for Selfless Sew. So the other thing that I've been sewing this week is I've been doing a pattern test, which obviously I can't really talk about at the moment. I am providing the feedback. I sewed that up this week, and it's a lovely top that I made, and I was a bit unsure about it when I first started doing the making it up, because I was thinking I'm not sure if I really like this, but actually I've made it up. It was really enjoyable to sew, and I actually really like it. So hopefully as soon as I can share that with you, I will share it with you. It's currently on the mannequin over there, but yeah, I ended up changing the fabric that I was going to use. I was going to use this cotton dobby in like a it's like a creamy colour, but I didn't have enough fabric. When I actually looked at the pattern, it actually takes up a lot of fabric, so I've actually used a gingham, a blue gingham fabric instead, which looks really cute for the summer. So hopefully I can show you that in the next couple of weeks. And then what I've also been doing is just a lot of cutting out and a lot of pasting together patterns basically. So the first thing that I have done is I've put together the Forget Me Not Lola blouse for my mum. This is it here. So I'm making her the blouse version, but there's a dress version. This was gifted to me by Jo at Forget Me Not Patterns, all in the spirit of Selfless Sew April for a pattern review. So I'll be giving a full pattern review on that. I've stuck the PDF together and I've made the adjustments that I need to make for my mum's size. She's quite short, bless her, and I've had to shorten the bodice a little bit, so I had to do that for the pattern pieces, and I'm due to cut that out. I really wanted to get that cut out this week, but I've run out of time with everything going on. So if you remember, this is the fabric I'm going to be cutting that out on, so that is the top of my priorities for next week. And then the second thing that I've done is I have pasted together and put together, I haven't pasted it, I've stuck together the pattern pieces for my partner John, his sweatshirt that I'm going to be making him for Selfless Sew April. Insert a picture. It's from Lecker Designs, and it's a hoodie with a drop shoulder, and I'm doing it in the black in a black sweatshirting with the tiger jersey, which is this sorry, not tiger, leopard print jersey. So they need to be cut out, but they're all ready to go. They're in a piled up on my desk, ready to go, so I don't forget about them. And they will be the 2 top priorities for next week sewing, because I really need to get everything sewed up for the deadline of the end of April. And then I think the only other things on my Selfless Sew April that I haven't done is the doggy bow tie, which hopefully I should be able to squeeze in, and that is in this fabric. Again, everything's out, ready to go. So yeah, doggy bow tie is next as well. So that is what I've been doing this week. There are a couple of selfish sews that I've done. Now I know I did commit to not doing any sewing for myself, but I just couldn't not do it. So on top of the pattern test that I've done, I got really inspired by the fabric that I got in the Sew Hayley Jane box, luxury box. So this is the fabric. It's this lilac jersey in this stripe. So it's actually that way, the fabric, but I've ended up cutting it this way. When I first got the fabric, I loved the colour, I loved the fabric, but I was a bit like, I don't think this is going to suit me. Lilac is just not my colour. Although I love it, it's just not my colour. But the more I looked at it and the more I read through the magazine, the more I got inspired to try it. And lots of lovely comments from you guys was that you thought it did suit me when I held it up to my skin. So I really appreciate that. And I just felt inspired. And I also have these buttons that I got in a previous box, which are the Pigeon Wishes and Cut One Pair lilac heart buttons, which I thought would just go perfectly with that. So then I was thinking, right, I need to find something in jersey that takes a few buttons. And I thought jumpsuit, and I'm sure I'd seen a jumpsuit that had buttons on it, and it was the Sew Over It jumpsuit. And it's actually called the Nasima jumpsuit. So it's basically elasticated waist with buttons down the front, relaxed style. So this is what I've gone for. So I have actually cut this out, and I have cut out a straight size 10, 35 bust, 28 waist and a 38 hip. So that should give me, it's got quite a lot of ease. In the bust it's got 11 inches ease, in the waist it's got 13 inches, no it hasn't, 12 inches, and in the hip it's got 3 inches. So that should be enough ease for me, even though my waist is about 29. So I've gone for the size 10. I've checked the rise. I have read people say that the rise can be a bit tricky on this one, but I've checked it against my Sirocco jumpsuit, which is very similar, high-waisted, elasticated waist, and I held all the pattern pieces next to each other and it looks very similar, so I'm hopeful that that'll be okay. As I say, I've got short legs, so if anything the rise is going to be too low, not too high. So fingers crossed that will work for me. And I did and ah about how to cut out the fabric, because the fabric really, it's a 4-way stretch, so it didn't really matter from a stretch point of view, but that's the way the fabric should go. But I didn't really want to do that, especially on my lower body, because I thought it might make me bigger. I wasn't sure, so I definitely cut out the legs like this. Now I did have a little brainwave to do the top part contrasting, so horizontal, and have the legs vertical. Yeah, that's the right way around, isn't it? Yeah. But I chickened out last minute and just thought, no, I'm going to stick to straight down. But it is something that in the future, with maybe a less busier print, maybe just a 2-colour stripe, I might try, because I think that might look really cute. But yeah, I did chicken out, I'm afraid. But that is all cut out and ready to go. I was just waiting for my Maraflex thread in lilac, so that came the other day. So yeah, I'm ready to get going with that, and it should be quite a quick sew. So fingers crossed I'll get that done this week. I've got so much to do. And then finally, I did another thing for myself. If you watch my unboxings, I got some gorgeous viscose in this floral viscose in the luxury box in March's luxury box, and I didn't know what I was going to make with it, and I ended up deciding to make another jumpsuit, and it's the Avenir jumpsuit, and this can actually be made in a woven or a stable knit, and I've got a Ponte Roma that I think I might make this in as well. But I've gone for the fabric I got from, I think it's a Lady McElroy that I got from the March's box of Sew Hayley Jane, and I've gone with, now the small is a 34 to 35 bust, which is what I am. So what I decided to do is my first ever bit of grading. I decided to do a small in the top, which I usually am in a Friday pattern company, and it had quite a bit of ease according to this. It had well over, let's have a look, 7 inches of ease according to this. So that's what I did. I did the small, and then I graded out to a medium over the hips, because the waist and hips of a medium are 28 to 29, 37 to 38, which is me, and I am bigger on the bottom than I am on the top. So I did that. I graded out at the bottom of the top part, and then did the size, the waistband and the bottom of the trousers in a medium. And I've made the top up, which is here, and I'll stand up. This is the top part, and I've attached the first part of the waistband. And when I put it on, it just felt a little bit, it wasn't, I can't even say it was snug, it just didn't feel like it had the right amount of ease. So I had to let out the side seams, and I'm a bit annoyed because you can see the holes. I don't know if you can see them just there. But obviously I know they're there, but no one else will know they're there. And that feels much better. So actually, by the time I've let that out, it's probably a medium, because it's quite a generous seam allowance. It's 5/8 of an inch. So I was able to let it out. So I've probably got an inch now extra. So probably after doing all that, it ended up being a medium on top as well. But never mind, you learn, don't you? So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the trousers sewn up on that, and that'll be a lovely jumpsuit. And so far the instructions have been really good. There was one little instruction in it which really made me chuckle, and it said, "This step can be a little complicated, but I promise you can do it." So, you know, when you see that in the instructions, you always start to panic, don't you? But in a way, I was quite pleased, because it is a little bit complex, the next step about putting on the waistband, and it's nice that it tells you that it is, because then you don't feel silly that you're finding it difficult or scratching your head. So again, the instructions for Friday Pattern Company are so good. So yeah, so that is my Avenir jumpsuit that is partly made, so I hope to get that finished. I'd really like to take this on holiday with me on my honeymoon, but we'll see. So that's that one done. So that's all my makes, and that's kind of my plans as well, isn't it, for next week, which I've kind of told you about at the same time. The other thing that I was going to let you know about is I have purchased a pattern, and the pattern that I've purchased is the Friday Pattern Company Sagoro. I might be saying that wrong. Sagoro set. I think the G's silent, but I've basically bought this set, which is a new Friday Company set, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's got high-waisted elasticated weight trousers, and this top with or without the tie detail that you can actually turn around and wear reversible. So I've purchased that because that is so my style, and I really want to make it in a double gauze that I've got. Yeah, I just think it's really lovely, and I think to get two items out of two individual pieces of clothing in one pattern is really, really good. So I've purchased that as well, so I can't wait to make that up. But that will probably be after my wedding now, seeing as my wedding is 2 weeks tomorrow. And next week will be probably my last Friday sews, I would imagine, because I don't think I'll be doing a Friday sew the day before my wedding, I'm afraid. But I might pre-record something for you and get that uploaded, maybe a fabric haul or something like that, so I'm not absent. So my Friday sews point of view, I think that's everything. Obviously my plans for this week are to get cracking with all of these half-started projects that I've got, and get all my selfless sewing completed in readiness for the reveal on the 30th, which I'm really excited about, and get a couple of these jumpsuits made up as well, and anything else that I can squeeze in the meantime. I have been quite good with my fabric purchasing. I keep putting things in my basket and then taking them out, and I am slowing down a little bit, but I have got a little bit of a stash here, and I have had, I don't know if everybody knew, but the Felicity Fabrics had a sale on, and it was a right sale. There was fabric for like £1 or £2 a half metre. So I've got a lovely box come today from Felicity Fabrics, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a separate fabric haul video, because I don't want this to be clogged up with all the fabric, and I want to take my time and go through it. So I will, I've got this fabric and a few other pieces that I've been saving to do a big fabric haul. So what I think I'll do is I'll film a fabric haul video, and I might split that over 2 parts, and I'll release one probably next week and one the week after, just so you've got a bit of content, because I probably am going to be a bit quieter on YouTube over the next few weeks, what with my wedding, etc. But obviously I will still be commenting and listening to all your comments. So I've mentioned the Sew Hayley Jane boxes a couple of times. If you do want to subscribe to the Sew Hayley Jane box, there is a link in my show notes where you can get 10% off your first box. So if you click the link down below, I am an affiliate, I get a little bit of commission, which I end up sending back on fabric anyway. But if you are thinking of subscribing, it'd be lovely if you went through my affiliate link, and you get 10% off at the same time, so it's always worth doing. I also just wanted to let you know that I did miss out on the Beyond the Pink Door subscription box for this month. I completely forgot about it, to be honest. It was on a Friday and I was really busy, and actually I've just seen it as the universe's way of saying this fabric might not be for you, but I'm sure I will regret it when I see it. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know, but I'll obviously try and get next month, so I'm a bit disappointed about that, but never mind. It just means that someone else could get that box over me. So yeah, that's all from me for now. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and if you've liked it, please click the like button, and if you don't subscribe, please consider subscribing so I can get to that 2,000 mark. That would be a great wedding present for me, to get to those 2,000 subscribers. So yeah, if you could subscribe, please do. So yeah, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you all soon. Happy sewing, bye.